everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Bia and I'm so happy that you're here today. Welcome to my bedroom. I painted this wall. Yes, I did. It was amazing. I missed you guys. Last week I couldn't upload any videos because it was actually my 3rd anniversary and Hector and I went to a camping trip. But today's video, it's all about books. And I'm super excited because I'm gonna be reviewing all the viral books on booktok and here on YouTube as well. And one thing that I love about that is that the books that I chose, I believe, are one of the most famous books on booktok and also here on booktube. And I am really excited because I did have a great time reading all of them. But don't worry, I'm not gonna give any spoilers. In case you didn't read one of them, that's okay. I'm just gonna give my opinion and my rating and mostly talking about if the hype is worth it or not. So I have here a little notebook with all the notes of each book that I want to talk about, and let's get going. Oh, but before, can I show you guys my new t-shirt? I'm crazy about Stranger Things. It's one of my favorite series. I bought this t-shirt at Hot Topic. I actually just took the price tag off. I got it like last week, and yesterday I already ordered another Stranger Things t-shirt. The first book that I want to talk about is The Hating Game. I actually read this book on my Kindle. I don't have the physical copy. I actually should get it. I read this book a while ago. I confess that I did not watch the movie yet. Yes, there is a movie. I was very intrigued to read before watching it, and at the end I read and I didn't watch. Good job. The story is about Lucy and Joshua. They both work in the same publishing company. They're both secretaries for the co-CEOs of the company. Work environment, romance going on. Lucy is more like a happy sunshine girl, and then Joshua is more like a grumpy, mysterious. I love how Josh is very mysterious. It is enemies to lovers. They did not get along. She doesn't like him. He seems not to like her, and then they are actually both competing to get the same position. I really enjoyed reading this book. At the end, you see more about him, about his family. You understand more about the character, so I really like that. I read this book so long ago, and I wrote it down that I gave 3 stars, but I just didn't give a reason. The only thing that I wrote is enemies to lovers, 3 stars, office love battle for the same promotion. That was it. I don't remember why I did not give like 4 or 5 stars, because I know The Hating Game is like a favorite romance book for so many people. I might read again, but I gave 3 stars, but I really think it's worth the hype because I remember having a great time reading it, and I have to watch the movie. I don't know why I didn't watch. There's so many things on my watch list, so yeah. Oh, I forgot to mention. The Hating Game, also very spicy. Yeah, I think plus 18 maybe. The second book that I want to talk about is one of my favorite books ever. Like ever. It's one of the first books that I actually ever owned. So yeah, I love this book. Actually, not the book, the series. It's a very, very famous series. And I know you already know what I'm talking about. The Off-Campus series. I know. I remember the first time that I read this book, I was 15. I would not recommend to a 15 though. It's very spicy. It's not YA. It's a very, very, very spicy book. This book is one of my favorite books ever. I can even say that it's kind of like my comforting book. I read this book at least once a year. I actually need to read this year once again. So let me know if you guys want a reading vlog. I would love to read this book again. This is the first book of the series Off Campus. There is a spin-off series called Briar You, which I do own the books, but I did not read yet. This book is about Garrett and Hannah. Hannah, she's a singer. Garrett's the hockey player. She has good grades. Garrett, not so much. And there's one class that he's failing and is the same class as Hannah. So he come up with an idea where she needs to help him get good grades so he can still be part of the hockey team. But because of his reputation, Hannah's kind of like, nope. Thank you very much. She doesn't want to get involved. He has this like reputation with all the girls, but eventually she helps him in exchange of a help from him. So they have a deal. As you read, you know more about both of the characters. Hannah has a past, Garrett as well. His father is actually an NHL famous hockey player. So there is that. So there is so much going on in this book, and it made me miss the story so much that I'm definitely gonna do a reading vlog with you guys because it's so good. It's like a 6 stars for me. I will always recommend a deal, and I love this book. Yes. The third book that I want to talk about is People We Meet on Vacation. I recently did a reading vlog with you guys. I really enjoyed. I gave it 4 stars. This book is about Poppy and Alex. They're both friends and they used to go on vacation together every year, but then something happens and then they stop talking for like 2 years, and the story goes like back and forth, so you understand why. But then they start talking again, and Poppy invites Alex for a last vacation, like last trip, and then she wants this trip to be like perfect because she wants their friendship back. I gave it a 4 stars. I really enjoyed this book. It seemed like I was listening to my best friend talking about like some boy that she has a crush on. It's friends to lovers and a second chance romance. Is there spice in this book? I don't think so. Oh, a little bit. Just a little bit. Nothing compared to The Deal though. The Deal, very spicy. People Meet on Vacation, little spicy. Not so much. So the next one, I have an unpopular opinion. It Happened One Summer by Tessa Bailey. I talked about this book in the last video, and I don't think I explained much why I did not like it. So here you go. This book's about Piper and Brendan. Piper is this Hollywood influencer. She is a very rich and spoiled girl. She's almost in her 30s. Because of a party that went out of her control, as a punishment, she goes to Washington State, the city that she was born and her entire family is from, and that's when she meets Brendan. He's a fisherman. He's a captain. It's a Grumpy Meets Sunshine book, and I really like this trope, but I feel that I needed to be more connected to the characters, which I did not feel that, and that's okay because that's me. That doesn't mean that you're not gonna feel connected. I know that this book is very hyped up. I feel that my opinion, it is an unpopular opinion because the majority of the reviews that I had read, they are positive, and I gave this book 2 stars. So for me, I just did not feel connected to the story, but I love both of the characters. I love Piper has this development of personality because at the beginning she's very spoiled, like she only cares about fame and her reputation, and then at the end of the book you see that she changed a lot. And I love that Brendan, he's grumpy, but at the same time he's very good at communication. He's not that nonsense jealous guy, you know, like, oh, like I don't want to talk, I'm just gonna run away because this guy look at you or something. He is very good at communication, so I really like that. I really like Tessa Bailey's writing style. It was my first book from her, and I definitely want to read more. I keep forgetting. This book is very spicy as well, so heads up to that. Is worth the hype? For me, no, but maybe for you it is. So Grumpy Sunshine, influencer meets fisherman, and you know the rest. Let's talk about 5 stars, shall we? Yeah, okay. The Life Hypothesis by Ellie Hazelwood. This book is amazing. It's one of the best fake datings out there. It's a must read. I love this book. It's worth the hype. This book is about Adam and Olive. Olive is a PhD student. Adam is the professor. Olive, she had this thing with this random guy and she didn't feel the connection, so they break up. And then her best friend, she's more into this guy than Olive was. So Olive wants them to get together, but she thinks that her best friend will not do it because she did not move on. So she ended up kissing the first guy in front of her, and that ended up being the professor, Dr. Carlson. And oh my goodness, it's amazing. They agree on fake dating, so Olive's best friend can, you know, actually go and have a relationship with this guy, and Dr. Carlson has his own reasons for it. I love their relationship. I love the characters. I love the story, the fake dating trope. Oh Jesus, it's a 5 star. Definitely worth the hype, and it's also spicy. Not as much as the other books that I mentioned, but yeah, there's some spice to it, so go and read it. Here, you can have it. So this book I actually just finished reading 30 minutes ago, and I don't know, I might have another unpopular opinion. I don't know. The next book is We Were Liars by Lockhart. This book is very, very famous on BookTok. I actually did not know what was about when I bought it. I actually read like the first page of the first chapter and I was like, I think I'm gonna like it. It is a mystery if I'm not wrong. I actually didn't read much reviews on it. I did watch one reading vlog because I was like, nah, like wait, like I need more reactions because am I the only one that got kind of lost? So apparently not. Apparently this book gave a lot of people some, you know, confusion, but at the end, what a plot twist. What a plot twist. Wow, did not see that coming. So I'm just gonna read like literally what I read. It made me buy this book. Welcome to the beautiful Sinclair family. No one is a criminal, no one is an addict, no one is a failure. It doesn't matter if one of us is desperately desperate in love. So much in love that equally desperate measures must be taken. We live, at least in the summertime, on a private island off the coast of Massachusetts. Perhaps that is all you need to know. Exactly. Like it doesn't give you like, ooh, okay, I think I want to read this book. So that's how I felt and that's why I bought it. And while I was reading, I should have, oh Jesus, why I didn't. I should have like read this book with you guys so you guys could see my reactions. In one page I was like, oh, the other one I was like, what? And then at the end it was that was my reaction. I almost didn't finish this book because while reading it, I got so lost. I want to give you spoilers, but I will not. But the only reason that I kept reading this book, I was watching some YouTube and I saw some people talking about it, giving just like a small opinion and saying how this book has a plot twist and nobody saw it coming. So I was really curious and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna read it, I'm gonna finish because I really want to know what is the plot twist. And I was not expecting, because I got so confused, because I did not see anything coming. I gave this book 2 stars and I'm sorry if you really enjoyed this book. While I was reading, I had a fun time at the beginning, but then I started getting so confused that I was kind of like, should I finish this book? But because of the plot twist, yes, you should finish this book. There's another book of them, it's called The Family Liars, if I'm not wrong, and people are saying that it is way better than We Were Liars. I might read or I might not. Is the hype worth it? Think so, maybe, yes, no, I have no idea. And that's how this book made me feel. And for the last book I want to talk about is yes, Ugly Love. This was my first ever Colleen Hoover book and I remember that I loved it. You can see that it's damaged and the funny, not so funny because I was so sad. This book was inside my backpack and I had a water bottle inside the backpack and I don't know what happened to my water bottle, but it broke. I don't know how this book survived, but I remember my dad making a joke saying how now the cover matched the book as it's underwater. This book, it was really good. I read this 4 years ago, so should I read it again? Yes. Growing up, I used to read a lot of Wattpad stories, fan fiction. I don't think I was actually prepared to Colleen Hoover when I read, so that's why I want to read it again, because currently I am reading It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover, and whoa, definitely one of my favorite books so far. So I feel that right now I am more prepared to what Colleen has to offer, if you know what I mean. If you don't know what Ugly Love is about, the story is between Tate and Miles, and it is a kind of like a slow burn, forbidden love. Like, you know they love each other, like, you know they love each other, you know they have to be together, but there are some things between them. But it's so good. At the end, I was not expecting what happened. Did I cry? I think I cried. I want to read this book again. It's definitely worth the hype and it's definitely spicy, so heads up to that. And you should read this book as well. Here, I'll give it to you. These are the 7 books that I read. I wanted to do this video because I like to share my opinion. And remember guys, opinions, they are different. The important part is that we always have to respect them. Sometimes you're gonna love a book that everybody hates, or you're gonna hate a book that everybody loves, and that's completely fine. But I love listening to other opinions as well, because sometimes it can help me understand more about the book. You know, when you don't like a book because you don't feel connected, but when you hear someone talking about it in a different point of view, you're like, oh, okay, now I understand better, or oh, okay, looking through that point of view, like, I kind of like it. So it's always good to share opinions and always good to share books. I want to thank you guys so much for being here today. If you're not part of this family yet, please, please, please subscribe. Send this video to a friend so we can all be besties. For now, I'm doing one video every week, but I might try to do 2 videos a week. Let's see how that goes. I really appreciate you and your love, and I see you guys in the next video. Bye!